Hi coaches, good morning and welcome to day 5 of our Coach Basics training series. My name is Brittany McMillan and I am so honored to take you through the basics of Beachbody coaching. So today we're going to talk about follow-ups, which piggybacks on what we spoke about yesterday in terms of the invitation process. Now the follow-up process is part of the invitation process, but I'm giving it its very own day because it is so important to this process that I just really want to dive in and show you how crucial follow-ups are to the success of your business. So once you invite somebody, it's really important that you ask when you can follow up with them, as well as follow up with them and follow through on what you said you were going to do. Why is that important? Well, people forget. People are busy, they've got a life, they've got things going on. You may have Facebook messaged them and they might have been waiting in line at something and just, their brain was half here thinking about what they were about to do in this line and half on the message that they just got. And once they got your message, maybe they got a text message from their husband and maybe their kid was like tugging on their purse and there's so much going on, information overload in our lives. So you reaching out to them, it doesn't mean that they were sitting doing nothing, meditating on the fact that they're going to join your next challenge group. In an ideal world, that would be great, but the fact of the matter is people are busy and so they forget. So following up with somebody is really important because it allows you the chance to kind of show them that you care and to show them that, we did have a conversation yesterday and it wasn't just fluff. It wasn't just me trying to sell you something. I really do care. And so here I am again today. Sometimes we feel like we're bugging people in the follow-up process. So you've just got to be careful and you've got to respect people's time and just word it so that it doesn't sound so salesy and so icky, right? It's all in the wording. Another reason why you need to follow up is that maybe somebody isn't ready to commit just yet. And so they're not quite saying no, but maybe they have more questions that they need you to answer. And maybe, maybe they're not quite set on their product or their program that they want yet. And they want to know what's the difference between 21-day fix versus doing PIO, or what about T25 versus Insanity Max 30. And getting in this follow-up and being able to talk and communicate with these people one-on-one is a great opportunity for you to answer questions that they might have. Maybe they're on the fence because of pricing. So in a follow-up, you can really discuss better options in terms of money. In the follow-up also, if financial situations are what is getting them down, then maybe they can't do it right now, but when that program goes on sale, maybe they want to know about it. So in understanding that in the follow-up, you can target them later, maybe when that does get promoted. Maybe they want 21-day fix, but it's not on sale right now. So the second that pops up on sale, you've got somebody that you can follow up with, and you've got a conversation that you can already get going right when the month starts. Another reason why is it provides you those no's for now. So yeah, maybe if you follow up with somebody, maybe they tell you, you know what, I'm not interested right now. Again, it's the time situation or it's the money obligation. And you can ask them, I know it's so busy for you right now. It's hectic. You're on vacation this summer. What do you think about me talking to you again in the fall when I've got another challenge group going and things are kind of back into the fall routine? And if they say yes, well, there you go. Now you have another person to contact in the fall. And it might sound to you like, okay, well, that's somebody that, that's months down the line. But that's how this business works. You've got to build and plant those seeds now so that later you have people to talk to when the right promo comes up or maybe the right time and opportunity comes up for them. Following up builds trust with the people that are following you because it shows that you're a professional. It shows that you truly have a desire to help them and that you're not bugging them. Okay, again, it's in the wording. If you tell somebody, hey, I'm starting this group and I just need to know right now, well, yeah, that's different than saying, hey, I know we spoke yesterday and I just wanted to check in with you and see what your thoughts were on 21-day fix. If it's something that you have more questions on, I'd love to be available to answer them for you because we're getting this group started soon and I'd love to have you be a part of it. Totally different wording. You're saying the same thing. You need them to be in this group, but it's a totally different way of approaching it. So it's all in that wording. Now, here's the kicker. How do we follow up with people? Well, we track. So like Beachbody, one of the 3 vital behaviors is invite, invite, invite. I got a new one for them. Track, 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 because with these invitations, you've got to track what you're doing. There is no way, just like that person was at the store in line with their kid tugging on their purse and their husband texting them and you messaging them on Facebook and all the things going on around them, just like they could forget, so can you. There are so many times when I wish I would have tracked a conversation because later I forgot who was that or where was I speaking to them or I thought, like in a moment, I'm like, oh my God, they'd make an awesome coach. And I got busy and I never wrote it down. And then I can't remember who that was a week later when I'm ready to talk to somebody about coaching. So it's so important that you track everything. In my binder, I'm actually going to pull it out for you and show you today. So here's today, and this is my schedule and everything. But on this side is all of my tracking of forming and friend requests. And then I have my follow-ups. And then I've got coach and client convos, which obviously I got to get working on that department. But every day, if I friend request somebody, I write down that. If I'm forming a relationship, I write down who they are and I write down what we spoke about. It's really important that you write who it is. You need to talk, what did you talk about? Was it just forming the relationship? Were you following up about 21-day fix? Were you talking about the coaching opportunity? What was it that you spoke about? Because this is really important because that can guide you the next day when you want to continue the conversation. Where did you leave off? You want to also talk about what they said. Maybe jot down just a little note about what it is that they replied to you so that you can keep track of that conversation. Now on Facebook Messenger, it's a really great place for us to be able to track that because you can just go back in the archive and read what you've done. But this tool is a great one for at a glance and just for those moments when you want to see, okay, how can I bridge now tomorrow? When I sit down tomorrow to work my business, I can look at the people that I friend requested yesterday and formed relationships with, and I can bridge and continue adding on Tuesday from what I did in the work today. So it's a really helpful tool for when I first sit down to work my business. I don't have to sit there and scroll through all my conversations from yesterday. I can just glance at this and see where I want to go. So you want to know who they are, what they talked about, what you talked about. You might want to write down their screen name, like if it's Instagram and it's an @ something and it's not their first and last name, you might want to write that down so you remember how you found them. And then where you spoke. If you spoke on Instagram, I just put IG. If it's Facebook, FB. If we text, I put that. If we had a phone call, one-on-one, it's so important. So here's the next part about following up. So a lot of follow-ups happen via text, and they happen via Facebook Messenger or email and things like this. But I think it's really important that you really find time to personalize your follow-ups, especially once that person maybe journeys to become a client of yours or journeys to become a coach of yours. Your follow-ups with those people need to happen live on the phone with video or one-on-one connections where they really know that you actually took time out of your day to reach out to them so that they feel really connected and important to you. This is a industry not of sales, but of human interaction, and that's what makes me as an ex-teacher so excited about Beachbody and what I do. Because as a teacher, that's what I loved, was that human quality, the interactions and the connections that you could make with your students. And we have a special opportunity to make those connections. So don't fear the follow-up as such a sales kind of thing. Get your head away from that idea and start really thinking about follow-ups as these interactions that we're doing with friends that we're meeting along the way in this journey. So I hope that helped kind of wrap your head around how to follow up and just some ideas of some ways that I do it in my daily business. And I can't wait to chat again tomorrow, guys. You're doing great with all these basics. Any questions, you always send them my way, and I'll be happy to answer them. Have a wonderful day.